When you presented at the conference, that went down really well, and with the audience. And then the course, the workshop, was just more intense, I suppose. And what I find interesting by all of this is you think, well, surely I know how to listen. What can you tell me that I don't already know? But when you actually do a deeper dive into this, it is more than just listening. It is also challenging yourself and giving yourself to think. And you think, why do I need to give myself time to think? But actually, when you go through the exercises, you see why. Because you get so busy in your normal life and work and thinking of your to-do list that actually sometimes you just need to pause, catch a breath, think things through, and then actually that time is well spent. You're not wasting that time. And I think that's something to get your head around in the first instance, that it is okay to take time out to think, I suppose. So I made a bit of a list of the key takeaways that I've learnt so far. And what I will say is that these are the key things I'm picking up. I haven't refined them yet. I'm working on them. I'm more mindful. And I think that's a big thing, a big step. If you know what your shortfalls are, then you can work upon that as well. So far, key takeaways. Don't go into fix-it mode when having a conversation with someone. And I thought that was really interesting about properly listening to somebody and not trying to interrupt them when they're midway through conversation, and trying to answer those points as you go along. And you're really good at that, at just listening, obviously, but something I've picked up on that you are really good on, and I'm trying to be more mindful of that and letting people time to speak. So that's work in progress. Another one is trying not to let my mind wander. So if I'm in the middle of a conversation, not necessarily a conversation with somebody per se, but if I'm listening to a workshop or a team group meeting, is making sure I'm present and not let myself be distracted by emails on a phone or having the laptop. I close the laptop down now, try to. So that is interesting. That's a really bad habit of mine, but I'm trying to be more mindful of that. And I think that comes down to being, because your mind is busy, because you don't give yourself to just catch a breath. You're just trying to, think about the next thing that you've got to be doing. You touched upon at one point about having effective team meetings. And I learned that I must not try to give the answer all the time. And by letting other people have a voice and share their experiences, then actually the team can start to come to their own conclusions and to their own answers, which means that they then get personal growth and also confidence in themselves that what they're saying is and what they're doing is right, rather than like kind of a bit of a dictatorship. And that's not what it's all, and that's what it's not about either. And the last one, and this is where I think it was intense, I suppose, was the thinking session at the workshop was really interesting, because this challenged you to get to the actual issue at hand. And I wasn't very good at this. I struggled with this exercise. I spoke to you afterwards. But it just brought home again that you need to give yourself some time to think, to process things and digest things, to really get to the main issue. And then you can work out, once you know really what the issue is, you can then ascertain what action to take. And I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, there was a couple of really thought-provoking exercises you did that you think sounds so easy and so straight. Of course you do that, but it's not until you actually see the exercise or go through the exercise you realise, I can see the reason, I can see the purpose of this.